In this video, let us discuss about pointers. So we have seen that variables are named memory locations in memory. It is variable because the value in the cell can change. Each memory cell has an address. For example, assume that we have a variable int x. So assume that x is assigned a memory location with address 2052. The number of memory cells required to store the data type depends on its type. For example, here it is int. Assume that int requires 2 bytes of memory. Then so assume that int requires 4 bytes of memory. Then these 4 bytes, the bytes with addresses 2052, 53, 54, and 55 will be allocated to the variable x. Now x is set to 4. So that means the content of x now becomes 4. So we say that the variable x has value 4 and an address 2052. So the address of the variable is the starting address. Here the starting address is 2052. So we say that the variable x has value 4 and address 2052. So now we want to store the address, that is the 2052, in another variable. So since the memory addresses are simply numbers, they can be assigned to some variables which can be stored in memory. Such variables that hold memory addresses are called pointers. Pointers are special variables that hold the address of another variable. So pointers are variables which contain the address of some other variables. So this is syntax for declaring a pointer variable, data type star pointer name. For example, int star ptr underscore x, float star ptr underscore y. So here, what is the relevance of this data type? The memory addresses are all unsigned integers. Then why should we give the data type here? So here the data type does not mean the content, the type of the variable content, but instead it means the data type of the variable that is pointer point to. So suppose we assign the address of x to variable ptr, then ptr is set to point to the variable x. The type of the pointer depends on the type of the variable it points to. So here ptr points to variable x, then that data type means the type of the variable x. So here we have declared a variable in ptrx, and ptrx points to so we declare a pointer variable that points to integer variables. So now assume that it is allocated with memory address 2060. So how do you get the address of a variable? So we use the address operator ampersand to get the address of a variable. If x is a variable, then ampersand x is the address of the variable. So now using this ampersand operator, we can store the address of x in variable ptrx. So ptrx equal to ampersand x. That means the address of x will be stored in the variable ptr. So the address of x is 2052. So 2052 will be stored in ptrx. So now we say that this ptrx points to the variable x because it holds the address of variable x. The indirection operator star dereferences a pointer. So it is also known as the dereference operator. It allows you to access the item that the pointer points to. If pointer is ptr is a pointer variable, then star ptr gives you the content of the location pointed to by ptr. For example, here, if I write percentage %t star ptrx, ptrx contains the address 2052, star ptrx means the content of the location pointed by PTRX. PTRX points to the location 2052. The content at that location is 4, so you'll get the output 4. So star means it is the indirection operator or the value at operator. So it gives the value of the location whose address is stored in the variable, whose address is stored in the pointer variable. So here let us see an example. Int x, it is an integer variable. Int star ptr x means it is a pointer variable that can point to an integer variable. X equal to 10 means 10 is stored in the variable x. Ptr x equal to ampersand x means it stores the address of x in ptr x. Printf value in x. The value in x is equal to 10. So you will get the output 10. Printf address of x. So address of x means the x address. So this is some value. This is the address of the variable x. Value in ptrx. Value in ptrx means the ptrx contains the value of x. So the same address will be displayed. Now value at address in ptrx. Here we have to use the indirection operator. Star ptrx means the content of the content of the location pointed by ptr. The ptr contains the address, this address, and the value at that address is, so this is the address of x, and the value at that address is 10. So 10 will be printed on the screen. So now assume that we want to store the address of that pointer variable, address of one pointer variable into another pointer variable. So in that case, you have to declare it like this: int star star ptrx. You have to use a double star here. It means pointer to int. So pointer to a pointer which points to int. So here int is the data type. Then star star. It is a pointer to pointer. So double star is required. So ptrx is equal to ampersand x. Ptrx is equal to ampersand ptrx. So value in x is equal to 10. Value at address ptrx is equal to star ptrx. So ptrx contains the ptrx contains the address of ptr. The value at that address is the address of x. So it displays the address of x. So here 1 star. So when you write star star ptrx means it displays the content of x. Ptrx contains the address of ptrx, and the value at that address is 10. So 10 will be displayed on the screen.